Hey guys, I'm just going to run through a quick little foam roller video with you. Just if you ever want to follow along for a little foam roller session, most people will have these lying around at home or in the gym, or you can get them for about €10. Sometimes when they come into little Aldi, Super Value, things like that. So it's just handy to kind of have an idea what to do with them. Foam roller, you want to think as part of your recovery a little bit. Nearly like regular massages that you can give yourself with the foam roller and kind of working through most of the body. So we'll give it a little go. So what you would ideally do, in my opinion, is just a small little bit of a warm up as such. I would maybe like a 5-10 minute walk on the treadmill if you're in the gym, or if you've been for a walk or you've been doing a bit of work around the house and your body's kind of after been moving for a little while, then I think it's a good time to do it. So once you're warmed up, then we can start into a little bit of work. So what we'll do first is we'll start down through the body, the lower body, and we'll work our way up. So it's one thing that I always tell people to do is don't forget about your feet. So people forget that there's muscles and tendons and ligaments all in the feet as well. So we need to look after those and keep them loosened. Anyone who's suffered with plantar fasciitis, you know how painful it can be when you have a problem with your foot. So it's always good to kind of stay on top of that and just kind of help keep them a little bit looser. So for your foot, you would be standing with the foam roller. Now, ideally, you'll have something to hold, like a chair or something beside you. I might actually hold on to one of my bars. My balance isn't great at the minute. All right, so ideally, you'd have a chair or a wall or something beside you. But you can just pop your foot onto the foam roller and you can just roll forward and back through the foot. Good. So it's taking your time, keeping it nice and slow, and trying to push body weight down onto the foot. And if you feel like there's a spot that maybe not so much in your foot, but if you feel like there is a little spot that it feels like there's nearly a little knot, or it feels like there's maybe a little bit more tenderness, maybe it's you want to stay on that point for a little second and just put a little bit more pressure on it. Just roll forward and back. And you might spend about 30 seconds on your feet, each foot. Good. All right, and relax. We're going to change for other foot. So let's pop the foot down. And again, just rolling forward and back through the foot. Good. And again, if you feel like there's a sore point, you can stay on that for a little second. Forward and back. Good. When you feel like there's about 30 seconds done there, you can relax. Good stuff. All right, and we'll move on to our calves then, so the backs of our lower legs. So for the calves, sorry, I think I have a crick in my neck. We're going to be lying down, and you're going to pop one leg up onto the roller. All right, so you can just let the leg kind of flop onto it as such. You don't want to hold too much tension through it. Now, you're going to roll forward and back through the leg. Now, you're going to lift your bum off the ground so as you can roll. Oh God, you know I haven't rolled in a while. I feel this a good bit. Okay, so just adjust as you need to. So all the way from just above the back of your ankle, rolling up through the center of the calf and rolling back down. Then turn your foot slightly to the right, roll so you get more of the inside of your calf. And this is where a lot of people will tend to have knots. So if you feel like there's a little knot, just hold it for a little second and little small rubs. Good, and roll all the way through. Good, roll back down. Turn your foot back to the center, rolling up and down. Turn your foot to the left slightly, roll. Good. Back to the center. And you can repeat. Adjust the body as you need to. Not there, all right. Stay on a knot if you feel it. Rolling back. Rolling center. Left. Good. And then you might change the other leg. So remember, about 30 seconds or more if needed. So again, you can roll down through the center, back up to the left. Oh, there we go. Little knot. Rolling down all the way up. center. We'll go to the right, roll. Good. And again, we'll go back to the center. Turn. Good. Center. Turn. Good stuff. Good. And relax. Now, you can do both together, but it can be quite tough on the upper body to hold that. So that's why it's handy to leave one leg down and leave that leg assist you. Okay, so we're going to move on to the hamstrings, the back of the upper leg. Now, the hamstrings you can go two together if that suits you, because you'll have a little bit more weight on the roller, so it's easier to support. You can kind of sit up onto it, roll forward and back, or you can go one at a time. Just pop your other leg, your balance leg, in front of the roller. So rolling back and forward through the back of the leg. Turn slightly to the left. Good. Feel a little knot, just hold on it. Ooh. Hold and a little shift. Good. Roll all the way up. Turn slightly to the right. Good. Feeling a little bit of adductor there. Hold if there's a little knot. Little shift. And roll. Good. Well done. And then you can change leg if you're feeling like you're ready for it. Gonna go your other leg. Rolling down through the center. I feel this already. Rolling back up. Good. Center. And up. Now turn it slightly to the right. Oh, feeling a little bit of adductor here inside of the thigh. Turn it slightly to the center. Yeah. My right leg is definitely more tender. And turn it to the right. Getting the outside of the thigh a little bit, outside of the hamstring. Good. Give my shoulders a little roll if you feel them. Good stuff. And when you feel like you're happy with that leg, you can move on. Okay. Now, what we'll do is we will go and do the glutes, and then we'll move on to the quads and the IT band. So with the glutes, you'll be sitting up. Now, I might struggle on one side just because I have a bit of a pain going on, but I'll do my best to show you. So you want to sit up on your foam roller. So say if I want to do my left glute, I'm going to pop my left leg across my right, lean onto my left bum cheek. So your left leg is up, and then roll through it as best you can. So opening up through the glutes by having that leg up and rolling. Ooh, it's sore. So you'll feel that quite tender, and especially like me, if you haven't done it in a while, I remember just holding on that little knot. Good. Little roll. Good stuff. And then you can go longer rows. You can shift slightly more centered. You can shift slightly more to the side. Hold on a knot. Good. And when you feel like you're happy, if you're not sure, about 30 seconds will do it. You can change to the other side. Now, this is my bad side, so I apologize if I don't stay on this too long. Yeah, I'm just going to keep my foot down slightly. Just roll, just gently through it. Good. So I still have my knee flopped down on this side to open up a little bit more through the glute. I just can't lift my leg up into position. Good. Remember, hold if there's a knot. Good. When you feel like you're done, or if you're not sure, about 30 seconds of rolling should do the job. Good. And relax when you're there. Okay, so the quads. Okay, so with the quads, front of the legs, these are going to be a little bit more sore, and the IT bands are going to be a little bit more sore. So with the quads, you can literally lay your body down onto the foam roller. Now, if your balance is bad, you can always put one knee on the floor, so I'll show you. But you can lay down the legs just above your knees onto the roller. You're going to go back onto the legs and you roll forward. You can keep your elbows on the ground. Ooh, that's saucy. The quads will always be a little bit more tender because I feel like they get more work, and the quads are some of the biggest muscle group in the body, so they'll just feel a little bit more intense. Good. And go nice and slowly as well sometimes. Good. Okay. So remember, if you wanted to go one leg at a time, you can pop one leg down onto the floor. All right. You can have your knee bent. You roll back, roll forward. Good. And you can turn a little bit more, maybe here, inside of the thigh a little bit. Just slight angles on the foot and a little shift of a body position can change a slight angle on the leg. I better do a little bit on this leg just to keep it relatively even. Alright, so set yourself up. Remember, you can roll back and forward. Good. Remember, if there's a little knot, you can hold it there. Good. Okay, so the quads. Ooh, feel those. Okay, IT band. IT band would be unpleasant, so I apologize for the faces I'm about to make. So your IT band are kind of connecting your pelvis into from your glutes into your legs as such. So you kind of feel all down along here is where we're looking at. So when you set up, say if it's going to be this leg I'm going to be using, you can kind of lie onto your kind of side of the leg, pop the other leg up in front. All right, hands down, and you roll up along the side and gently back down. I'm actually going to take off my socks because they're kind of stopping me from shifting on the mat because they have grips on them. Okay, so setting yourself up. So on the side of the leg from just above your knee and then rolling back. Oh, that's very intense into that leg. Okay, I'm going to move on to my other side. Remember pausing a little second when you need it, but you're kind of getting the side of the leg up as best you can. So again, set yourself up. Gonna roll back and up. Good. And when you're finished, what has suited you, relax for a little second. Okay, good. So that's kind of our lower body done. So we're going to move up a little bit to our upper body. So what we can do is we can do a little bit kind of along the back, and then we do a little bit on the lats, and you can kind of do a little bit tricep kind of lats area. So we'll go through that and then we'll be kind of finished. Okay, so with the back, instead of lying with your back across this way, you're going to turn it vertical as such. So you're going to lie your spine down onto the mat. Now take your time getting set up. All right, just gently lying down onto it. And you kind of want to nearly let your body relax onto the roller. You might hear one or two little cracks. That's okay. It's not a bad thing. Good. All right, now you can pop your hands across your chest and tuck your chin into your chest a little bit. Or you can pop them on the floor and just a little roll side to side through your erectors. If your foam roller is super long, it might reach up to your traps, nearly to your neck, that you can actually rest it a little bit down onto them. side to side. Good. Just let the body hang and gently relax. Okay. So then the lats, right, side of your back and kind of into your tricep area. You're going to be kind of lying onto your side, right? And you're going to pop the roller kind of just below your armpit, all right? And you're going to kind of just shift the body down and up onto the roller. Go a little bit onto the arm, which where you'll get the tricep in there as well. You can even move it a little bit higher so you can get a little bit further, reach, and use your legs to assist you through the rolling of this. You kind of have to shift the body around through these. They can be a little bit awkward sometimes. Oh, that is saucy. And then other side whenever you're feeling up to it. Okay, so remember, setting yourself up onto your side. Set your feet up as you need to, and you're going to roll. I might move this a little bit. Roll up and down. This mat, even though it's a good mat, it's nearly like a not so good mat for this because I'm kind of sticking to it. So if you had a mat that wasn't so sticky or grippy, it would probably work out better. So rolling up and back. And when you're feeling good, you can relax. Good stuff. All right. So if I was to foam roll, they would be the areas I would do. You can't foam roll everywhere. Ideally, along your spine, you're not going to roll up and down with the foam roller like this as such. You can target maybe areas like your obliques a little bit more like that. Just I wouldn't do it too often myself. When you set up, you would just kind of turn a little bit more sideways. All right, so you get more into your waist area. You go other side. All right. You're not necessarily going to foam roll your belly just for the setup of it. You just don't. I don't anyway. And then you just don't want to be rolling up and down along your spine too much with that. So it's just if you are ever going to do it horizontally, that makes sure to turn just slightly off-centered on the spine. So as you're going along more of a meatier part of your back rather than right through the center. Everyone will have different opinions on them, whatever way it kind of works for you, but that's kind of what I would usually do with a foam roller if I was to use it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You can always repeat that again, so you might go legs to upper body and then go back to legs to upper body, or do legs twice and then move towards your upper body then and do that twice. So whatever's going to suit you best. But thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Something to add in once a week if you were doing it. Quick 10 minutes. You wouldn't even have to watch the video once you've tried it once or twice. You can kind of work away yourself. But you should see the benefits of it going forward. Thanks, guys. Bye.